Hello, my name is Joost Metten and I'm CEO of Cloud Founders. I'd like to take the opportunity today to introduce to what we've been building over the past 5 years. So if we look at the current cloud landscape, enterprises basically always had already access to technology that is being used in cloud environments. They had the funds, they had the people and the knowledge to build environments like that. The companies that were left out in the cold were basically SMBs, and this is what we as Cloud Founders are changing now. We've built a software solution called Cloud Frames that enables SMBs to take full advantages of everything about cloud computing. So Cloud Founders is founded in 2007 and currently we have 39 employees. We have a very experienced management team, all members having more than 10 years in experience in the data center, cloud or hosting industry. If we look at our Cloud Frames software product, it basically consists of two main components. The first component is the cloud storage router. This is the part that takes care of everything that has to do with storage. So first of all, of course, performance of your storage, but also things like unlimited snapshotting, cloning, data replication, backup and restore, all those features are enabled in the cloud storage router. The second part is the cloud organizer, and this is the part which basically is the single graphical user interface into your IT infrastructure. By using this interface, you boot up virtual machine, you move them between hypervisors. As Cloud Founders, we are hypervisor agnostic, meaning that you can choose any hypervisor that you like, and even move virtual machine between hypervisors. So this is a map of our Generation 2 product. Generation 2 products have been released in January 2011, and as you can see on this map, we have about 1,500 customers worldwide, mostly in the US, that's still currently using our Generation 2 product today. This presentation is about the Generation 3 product that we released in August. So existing clouds have issues. We have the do-it-yourself cloud. There are lots of alternatives around these days, for example CloudStack or OpenStack. But the problems that we see there is that you have to be a very experienced Linux administrator to keep it up and running, even to get it running. Of course, the advantage is that it can be a very cost-effective solution if you choose your hardware wisely. The middle column is about enterprise cloud, and this is probably the most mature today. There are very nice solutions, and if you do it well, it's a very capable system. Main drawback here is cost. The cost is somewhere from 150K and up, so definitely not accessible to SMBs. On the right side is what we call the public cloud, and especially software solutions like software as a service are a great solution to use also for SMBs. But again, we see a problem. On average, an SMB uses about 20 to 30 applications. And today it's impossible to move all those applications into a public cloud. And if you were able to move them into public cloud, you run into other problems like single sign-on. Are you going to keep track of 20 or 30 username and password to access your software as a service? So today most cloud providers are US-based companies, and there's something that we call the Patriot Act that basically enables the US government to access your data anytime, anywhere to their liking. And this is something that nobody wants. So if you've been to VMworld, you probably saw that there is a new buzzword in town. It's been cloud over the past 4 years, but today converged infrastructure was hot. What is converged infrastructure? It basically means that we integrate all the hardware parts in a single chassis or in a stackable chassis, so compute capacity, storage capacity, networking services and all that kind of stuff into a same chassis. And this is a real good start, but again, it's only a start. The missing piece is the software part. So if we look at the evolution, the first step is what we discussed just now, the converged infrastructure. The second step is basically the enterprise cloud approach, where the hardware today can be really nicely packed into a single chassis. But the problem there is that we still need to stack different software solutions on top of it to be able to manage your cloud. You need a different software solution for your backup, monitoring, etc., etc. And this is exactly where Cloud Founders come in. We've built a 100% unified cloud stack, purely software. We truly believe that redundancy and reliability and scalability should be done in software and not in hardware anymore. This is basically the Google model, and this is the way to go, in our opinion. You still choose the hardware to your liking, install CloudFrame software on top of it, and from that moment on, everything will be managed through our graphical user interface. The last one is just a little bit a peek into the future. I'm going to discuss this a little bit deeper later on in the presentation, but our Generation 4 product, this is what we call the AnyCloud approach. So with our third generation product, everything is local. It's a private cloud with local compute resources and local storage resources. With the Generation 4 product, we're going to accept basically any compute capacity and any cloud capacity, wherever that may be. Externally with a public cloud provider, or internally where your own compute or storage resources are located. So this is basically an overview of the CloudFrame software. I told you before there are two main components. So if you look at the top, you just pick a machine, install a hypervisor on top of it. We are hypervisor agnostic, so the choice is up to the customer. And on that hypervisor you install a small agent which connects back to our software that's running on the storage box. The bottom layer is the storage layer. You can install our CloudFrame software on some certified x86 servers of the main A-brand vendors. And by doing that, you get a great enterprise performance and all kind of enterprise features like thin provisioning, unlimited snapshot and cloning. We have backup and restore agents, so you can install a backup agent on a physical machine and basically use that to migrate physical to the virtual world. By using that backup agent, we can virtualize anything that you backed up before. So how does that work in the real world? Well, this is a little bit of an example for the smaller environment, what we call workgroup. So on the top we have the compute capacity again, and you can, like I said, choose any x86 machine, install a hypervisor on top of that, and that's the way you scale on compute capacity. On the bottom we have our storage nodes, and by installing the software on that storage node, by using the same graphical user interface, you manage both compute capacity and the storage capacity. And because we use standard x86 hardware and the performance and reliability comes out of the software, we have definitely the best total cost of ownership in the market. The reason that we can do that is because we control the whole stack. We're not glue between different software packages. No, everything is written by Cloud Founders itself. So this is set up for a smaller environment. If we want to move up to the stack, that's fine. We can use the same software, just addressing more compute capacity and more cloud capacity. So this is basically a wrap-up slide. On the right we see the enterprise cloud offerings, pretty mature but very expensive. But with CloudFrames you can move from really small environments, targeted SMBs as we're currently doing, but you can also target the enterprise and mid-size company range because the software grows to your liking. So I'd like to thank you for your time. This is basically Cloud Founders in a nutshell. I can tell you hours about everything that we do and all the features that we have that we didn't get into in this presentation. But again, thanks for your time. Bye.